Hi guys, Kevin here and welcome to another review. So me and Coco, he's over here, he's a little scared. We're going to be reviewing the Yaber K2s. So this is a projector, but what I'm used to usually reviewing is portable projectors. So this is my first larger scale, so a little more pro, and this is the brand new model. So it's a little bit bigger than what I'm used to, but it also has YouTube certified, Netflix certified, and Prime Video certified, which we're not usually used to in these projectors. So you can watch all those in their proper resolution. So this is a 1080p projector, but it does support 4K. And it does have a few nice features such as Dolby audio. So it does have JBL speakers built in, so the sound is quite nice. 10 watts times 2. You also get 60 hertz, so still pretty good for gaming. Not 120, but still 60, which most of them are. So 1080p, as I mentioned, up to 200 inches for your screen. Also, you can screencast by NFC, which I haven't seen before. And it is about £7. Right now on Amazon, you can buy this in the US or Canada. So Canadian, it's priced at $699.99, but there is a $150 coupon right now, so pretty good price, but it is still 1080p. So let's take a look and see if this is still worth it in 2023 versus some of the cheaper 4K projectors that are coming out. It does also have autofocus and auto keystone. It does work with Alexa, so you can open apps with Alexa, and you can also use it as a Bluetooth speaker because it does have those nice speakers built in. It does look very premium as well. It says 800 ANSI lumens. We'll test that out, but it does seem brighter than that to me. Right now I have still my BenQ that I have set up as my home theater projector, and it's been here for about 5 years. It's about $1,000 projector, so it was pretty good at the time. So let's see how this matches up to that. Always hard to demonstrate sound and video through YouTube, but we'll see how it goes. Also has a quiet mode. You can also access all those Android TV apps, which are 7,000 plus. It has that built in. So let's see also what's inside the box. Okay, so inside the box, you have one box that says accessories. This comes with your standard HDMI cable, your AV cable, and the power cable, which is your standard 2-prong. You get a brand kit. So this comes with a fairly hefty manual. So a quick start guide and also a manual with lots of different languages and a little smiley sticker. This is also pretty unique. You get a screwdriver so you can take off the dust cover and also get inside to clean the filters and also the lens. So you get a cleaning cloth and also a couple little like Q-tip kind of things to get in there and clean the lens cover. And it does say when you first get it, it will have dust inside the lens, so you can use this to kind of take that off. I didn't experience any with mine, but Coco likes the screwdriver. Then some more instructions on just how to clean it. Kind of a nice option that it gives you that. Now this is one of the more interesting parts. You get 2 remotes because there's also a box that says Hako Mini Android TV. So this is actually the remote and the dongle that gets inserted into the projector to make it, so to speak, smart. So it is just a projector, but there's a spot where you can plug this tiny little dongle in. Then you can control the features, some of the features that just won't come included if it was just a regular projector. So kind of interesting. I haven't seen that before. But there is a spot for it. It was installed already. And it says you can take this out and put in other devices and use it as a smart device. So if you want to use it as an Android TV, and I suppose that's where the Android TV part comes in, but that's using this and this. You also get your standard Yaber remote, which has the basic functions: autofocus, auto keystone, up and down for the volume, and then home, back, menu, power, and then your standard direction pad. So a very basic remote. This one is a little more standard to the Google TV remotes. You have your Android Assistant, you have your dedicated YouTube, Netflix, and Google Play, and your volume, menu, play, and back button. It's also pretty standard for Android TV remotes. So now let's take a look at the large K2s unit. So this is definitely bigger than I'm used to for projectors. So this is quite a hefty unit. So there you can see K2s on the side. You got a nice speaker grill. Another one on that side. So some mesh kind of going around it. Nice gold lettering, just feels a bit more premium, looks a bit more premium. And you also have a magnetic dust cover, so that's nice. You can cover up the giant lens there. So nothing else really in the front, except you have a couple little IR ports there. You can also push this to make this extend. So if you're putting on a table, you can change the height very easily. There you have your JBL logo. On the top, you have a few basic functions. So the power, up and down for volume. You can snooze and also place it in Bluetooth mode, so if you want to use this as a speaker. And then this would be one of the grills that you can also take off and clean for the filter. So here we have another sensor, and then HDMI, USB, USB-C, a headphone jack, and an AV port. So that's the back of it. And it doesn't have your standard mounting with the quarter adapter on the bottom. And then this is also where the dongle is. So very tiny, but you can kind of see a little cable in there. And that's where the Android TV dongle is. So it's kind of all built in, so to speak, but nicely covered. So now let's test this guy out, see how it looks, and also see how it sounds. Sound good, Coco? Sound good? Let's go do it. Okay, so I have the projector set up and it's basically right beneath my BenQ. So you can see the Yaber here. And the BenQ is mounted on the ceiling right here. And we're looking at a 100-inch screen. So I'm going to turn on the projector. This is with the room lights on. So this is during the daytime. So that's your startup screen for the projector part, and then I'll show you how to get into the Android TV section. And we're sitting about 12 feet behind the screen, producing a 100-inch screen, so I'm almost to the edge of the border, pretty close. So this is the main screen in the Yaber part. And a couple other tech features I wanted to mention just quickly is it does have Wi-Fi 6, so the latest Wi-Fi, and also Bluetooth 5. And Yaber also offers 24/7 service. They have a 6-month money-back guarantee and also 3-year repair and lifetime technical support. So pretty good deal by Yaber, and that's why they are one of the leaders in projectors right now. And I'm just going to show you what your Amazon can do. So I just have it hooked up just beneath, so just beneath the screen. And you can even turn it off. You can do different functions, but I'll just show you here. Alexa, turn off projector.
Okay.
Pretty cool that it's integrated with Alexa. And also just want to go over a few features. So this is your main menu for the Yaber part, as I mentioned, using my Yaber remote, and I'll show you something you can do just to set up to go right into your Android TV remote too. So on the upper right, you have the Bluetooth, so we're connected to Wi-Fi, you have your settings, there's your Amazon, you got a few things here such as your Android TV, your HDMI, so if you have something else plugged in, there's your screencast for NFC, you can also plug in AV for older devices, your file manager, and you have some other themes on the bottom, your screensaver, your quiet mode. And I'll give you about 6 inches away from the fan just so you can hear it. So this is about 6 inches away, and this is the intake. So it's very quiet. This would be the exhaust on this side. So the right side has the exhaust and the back has the intake. So for projectors, it's very quiet. Okay, so for settings, this is where you set up your Wi-Fi, your Bluetooth if you're going to pair it to other devices. This is your boot source, so you can also change your source if you're plugging in, let's say, a video game system, a Nintendo Switch, a PlayStation, Xbox, etc. This is your boot source. So if you wanted to log into Android TV, you can do it right here. So that way you don't have to go to this screen and then use your other remote to go into your Android TV. This way you can do it all right here. I'll show you a couple other things. Here we can do projection mode. So you can mount it on a table just like we're doing. You can also put it behind a screen if you have more of a transparent screen. You can also mount it on the ceiling, or you can do rear ceiling. So mine that I have right here with my BenQ is front ceiling. And it would mount the same way with the 4 connectors on the bottom, where you just take off the rubber feet and you can just mount it to the ceiling. So very easy to do. Here's your image quality. So this is on Vivid. This is your standard. This is your natural. Also sound. So this is set for movie, but you can change it to standard or music. And your language, your power on mode, your screensaver, and then also upgrading and your system information. So it's running Android 9, so a little bit behind. There you can see your temperature, which is always important for a projector. So it's at 62. Don't want that to run too high. And if there's any upgrades, you can check right here. So online. And if there is an update, there it says on the bottom, this version is the latest. So that's the settings on the Yaber side. So as I said, this is where you can screencast. Your Bluetooth speaker, which is quite valuable because it does have really good JBL speakers, 10 watts on each side, so quite powerful. This would be your Android mirroring, your iOS, and also user guide on this side. So you could send a picture or video by AirDrop. You could also just tap the top of the phone, this top of the phone to the NFC. You could send it that way. Or they also have their own app, which is called eShare. So I can also do that. And you can share your screen or you can TV mirror. So it'll start a broadcast. Now we're sharing. So quite easy to do. And this is a really nice feature which I like, which is the Bluetooth speaker mode. So here you just click on that and you simply just pair it to the K2s on your phone. So now I'm connected. Now you can play music. Okay, so it does sound great. The speakers are really amazing. Now let's switch over to the Android TV side. So now I'm going to switch my remote. And this is a very nice interface for Google. So you have the Android TV interface. So the same thing on any Android TV device. You have your settings in the top right corner. But the main thing we have here is Netflix, YouTube, and also Prime Video in full HD. So this is certified, which is really rare for a device. So now let's take a look at some of the quality, and let's just make sure this is 4K, so it's going to upscale. So you can see 2160p. So now we'll compare this to the BenQ. So now this is with the room lights on. I have some ambient light, but the shades are drawn, but it is during the day. And this would be with the room lights off. So beautiful picture. Beautiful saturation of colors, really nice resolution. And if you look closely, yes, you can tell it's 1080p, but for 1080p it looks fantastic. Now I'm going to jump to the same scene on my BenQ. This is on the BenQ with the room lights on. Both with their same standard settings from the Yaber to the BenQ. Now with room lights off. So saturation looks fairly close. I'd probably give it to the BenQ. You can see here on the sand. And also the whites are brighter on the BenQ. And you are looking at a lot more lumens on the BenQ. But they're very close. Both look excellent. Definitely stock speakers much better on the Yaber, no comparison. 2 watts on the BenQ, but obviously you have to hook it up to a stereo sound system. But the Yaber built-in is unmatched that I've heard. I'd still give it to the BenQ on this one. Brightness is definitely there on the BenQ. Okay, so how does the Yaber compare? I would still give the overall winner to the BenQ, but it's getting tighter and tighter. But keep in mind, my BenQ is only fixed on the ceiling. It does not do anything else. I don't use the built-in speaker because I think it's 2 watts. It sounds terrible. It has no other features whatsoever as far as NFC, Alexa, anything built in. It just projects a video, that's it. So keep in mind, that's all it's used for. This one opens up a lot more things, a lot more uses that you can do with it. Better sound, still more portable, still gives you great speakers. Still a portable projector. Just does more things, still a great picture and great sound, but it depends on your use case. If you do need something more dedicated on the ceiling, still might be better to look at a BenQ, some of the other high-end makes, but you're also going to pay a bit more for them as well. This one I think puts a lot into it for the package, for the price. So overall, I'd say this is a great projector, and I would probably give it a 8.5 out of 10. Outstanding, I love it, it looks great, it feels great, it feels like great quality, has a lot of features, just the ability to take off the filter, clean it, clean the lens, gives that usability and also that maintenance. Also Yaber support, their lifetime support, really tough to beat. The sound, it's got so many pluses for it. I just wish it was a little bit brighter, and that's my only niggle with it. Otherwise, great projector. And if you look at the US pricing, which I forgot to mention before, here you can see it's $599 and you can apply a $230 coupon. So I don't know how long these sales will last, but if you are looking at getting it, Great prices right now for Canada with Amazon or US Amazon. So links below if you're interested. You can look at more details, more information, or look at purchasing it if you're interested. You can also check out my website. I'll have a link there, and that's linktr.ee/kpfire. Also, you can check out my Instagram and Twitter. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. And also stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.